My name's Phillip Ring, and I'm the producer at TT Games, here to talk about LEGO The Lord of the Rings.
You must understand, the ring is my burden.
Over the bridge! Fly!
For LEGO The Lord of the Rings, it was really about kind of making sure that we can create the game that we wanted to create, which is why it's taken so long. We wanted to push the technology so that we could do something that people weren't going to be expecting. So we've actually recreated the whole of Middle-earth, so you can run all the way from the Shire to Rivendell or to Mordor and have all of these locations in this one open streaming environment. And that's really why it's kind of taken to this point to be able to kind of make this game. We wanted to have that whole experience for people, and also we follow the whole fiction from the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring right the way through to the end of Return of the King. So it really is about making this big world and this big adventure for people to explore. And I mean, it's just taken us so long to kind of get to that stage, really. So we actually follow the movies as our kind of main port of call, and that way we get to kind of show what people have already seen within the Lord of the Rings world, but done with a LEGO twist, and we're effectively looking through the LEGO lens. But we also did want to include things from the books as well, because we realised there's a much bigger kind of fan base out there for Lord of the Rings. So we wanted to make sure that there were instances where people knew from the books that certain characters may appear that were in the books that didn't make it into the films. You get to play as them within the LEGO game, and also just kind of hidden secrets within the world, things that people know why they're there. If you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, it's just kind of collectibles and things to find. If you are a Lord of the Rings fan, you'll know the kind of the deeper meaning for it. With the LEGO The Lord of the Rings, we're actually using the audio from the films itself. So we've got characters like Gandalf's being voiced by Siri McKellen. Elijah Wood does the voice for Frodo. And it's brilliant for us because it adds a new dynamic. We added speech in LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes for the first time, which allowed us to write our own jokes, tell a story that people didn't know. By adding the speech from the films, we actually get to do this brilliant cinematic quality, and it opens up a whole range of new jokes that we couldn't do previously, because we get to have these kind of characters saying these really serious, deep lines, and then get to add the LEGO humour in the background. So yeah, it was really important that the epic side of the kind of the franchise came across in our game as well. So those epic battles actually take place. You'll be able to fight at Helm's Deep, and you'll be stood on the wall as you're trying to kind of defend off against waves of Uruk-hai, and then of course the wall gets exploded, and then the fight comes inside the walls. And we wanted to have that experience. We wanted people to feel that kind of epic side of things, and that really comes into its own with things like when Aragorn rides out against just before Gandalf arrives. So as you're riding out and kind of going through waves of Uruk-hai, that experience is just absolutely fantastic, and it really does feel like it's something different to what we've done in previous LEGO titles, because we wanted that big epic scale. So we're actually looking at a holiday release, so 2012, so we're looking at before Christmas this year. It's going to be available on Xbox 360, PS3, Wii, PC, 3DS, PS Vita, DS, pretty much everything. So